Hello everybody, welcome back to the GeetarSean YouTube channel. So, another day, another video. Today, we're going to get into the nitty gritty. Because see, most guitarists, they're holding themselves back without even realising they're doing it. And the worst part of all is that the things they feel are helping them are actually holding them back and slowing them down. So if you can relate to anything in this top 10, don't panic. I've been there, I've been teaching for the last decade, my students have been there, and if anybody you know claims they haven't been there, they're probably lying. So let's get into this. The top 10 things guitarists do, but shouldn't. Number 1, and I come up against this all the time with my students, they're constantly looking for progress. Now, it would be great if we could always see progress when it comes to playing the guitar. However, progress is silent when it comes to this. I always like to relate it to somebody going to the gym. See, you're trying to lose weight, like I probably should. You're going to the gym and you're constantly checking the scales, you're constantly looking in the mirror, trying to see if you're losing weight. You're not going to see it. However, you bump into your pal 2 months down the line and all of a sudden he's going,
"Wow, you've lost a lot of weight."
and you go,
"Oh, you really think so?"
because you're not the one seeing the progress, they are. And it's the same with guitar. You should be looking back and thinking, see that riff I struggled with? I can now play that with ease. Something that I couldn't do back then. Now that's progress. So stop treating every practice session like a test. Show up, play, and let it do its thing. Number 2, practicing the wrong way. Believe it or not, most people don't actually practice. They play the same riffs, they play the same shapes, they play the same songs, the same habits on repeat. But real practice has a target. You slow something down that's messy. You isolate a problem. You practice it on repeat until it gets better. It doesn't matter how long it takes. If there's no goal, there's no practice. You're just passing time with a guitar in your hands. Number 3, comparing yourself to other guitar players. Now this one completely destroys motivation. See, if you're scrolling YouTube Reels, Instagram, Facebook, you're seeing a really good guitar player and you think to yourself, nah, I'm never going to be that good. But you're actually comparing your behind the scenes, your mistakes, your inconsistencies to their highlight reel. Clean playing, fast hands, some nice editing, and some perfect takes. No mistakes, no struggling. But that guitar player you're watching was exactly where you are right now. Now believe it or not, Jimi Hendrix, the legend that he is, probably struggled to play a G chord at some point. Can you believe that? He didn't just roll out of bed with the get up and start playing Little Wing. Comparison doesn't make you better. All it does is make your efforts seem smaller than they actually are. Number 4. Now, this one traps so many players. They're aiming for perfection far too quickly. Average students, say, coming for a couple of months, and they're asking me, why don't I sound like you when you're playing, Sean? Now, obviously, I've been playing for 20 years. There's going to be a difference. There's going to be inconsistencies, but that's all part of learning. You've kind of got to sound like a beginner. Well, until you don't. No more of this, I can't do this because I've tried it 5 times and it's not working. Guitar isn't built on perfection. You've got to miss notes, adjust, try again, adjust, make more mistakes, repeat, 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 and you will improve. So if you're aiming for perfection before moving on, you'll never move on. Get your head down, play, and trust me, you will get there. Right, just a quick interruption. Now, if you've not seen already, I'm doing a massive giveaway on my YouTube channel. Now, if you want to get your hands on this 60s classic vibe Strat, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel. The winner will get chosen at complete random at 5,000 subscribers. However, at 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away these Maestro by Gibson pedals, which you'll see on screen now, and a Fender custom shop stool. Now remember, the only criteria is that you need to be subscribed to the channel. So if you've not done that already, what are you waiting on? Right, back to the video. Number 5, not recording yourself while playing. Now this is one that guitarists completely ignore, but it's important that you hear yourself back. So when you're playing something, you think it sounds absolutely fine, but you're hearing it in the moment, the movement, the focus, the adrenaline of playing it. And you hear yourself back for the first time and you think, wait, is that what I actually sound like? But that's the brutal truth, unfortunately. Now, we can either take that one or two ways. We can hear it and understand where improvement is needed. However, we could take it the other way and think, oh, I sound rubbish. I might as well stop playing or put the guitar down or anything like that. But I'm telling you right now, if it wasn't for me recording myself back when I was younger, I wouldn't be where I am right now. So if you're not recording yourself occasionally, at the very least, you're basically practicing blind. Number 6, ignoring rhythm and timing. This is a biggie. Most guitarists don't even realise they're doing this. Everybody gets obsessed with riffs, scales, speed and flashy techniques, but they ignore the rhythm. And rhythm is probably up there with one of the most important things that make music sound good. You could play every note perfect. If the timing's off, it doesn't sound good at all. That slightly rushed chord movement, that sloppy chord change, lazy picking technique, it all adds up. Great guitarists don't just play notes, they sit within the groove. And if you can get your timing solid, that's what really matters. Now we're getting close to the end here. This is number 7. Caring too much about what other people think. You don't want to mess up. You don't want to play in front of people. You're too self-conscious about posting something online because you think people might think it's rubbish. But here's the reality. Nobody starts good. And in comparison to number 3, every guitarist you admire, you know, they all sounded rough at some point as well. The difference is, they kept going anyway. And that's what made them as good as they are now. You need to be willing to sound bad first, before you start to sound good. Number 8, relying far too much on other people's opinions.
Don't buy that guitar, Sean. It's rubbish.
You're not ready to play that style yet. It's far too hard for you.
See that pedal? It's overrated, by the way.
And suddenly you're second guessing every bit of gear you're going to buy for yourself. But what people don't realise is, guitar is personal, completely personal. What works for you or them might not work for somebody else. So you've got to experiment. Try as much as you can, because you just don't know what's out there. Don't just follow suit like everybody else. So try things out. You might surprise yourself. Number 9, blaming your gear. This guitar doesn't feel right. This plectrum's too thin. Oh, it's my amp that's holding me back. Meanwhile, you've not touched the guitar in a month. Gear does matter, but nowhere near as much as it's made out. I know guys that have wanted to sound like, say, Stevie Ray Vaughan, so they buy a vintage style Strat. They get an amp similar to his, they buy all the pedals he had, they watch his videos to make sure all the settings are the same, and they plug in and they wonder, why do I not sound like Stevie Ray Vaughan? I think we all know that answer. And by all means, buy what you like. However, it's not going to make you any better. Care less about the gear and practice more. Get practicing. Here we go, number 10, my pet peeve. Absolutely hate it. People who don't learn full songs. You learn the intro, you learn the solo, you learn the main riff, but know the full song. So you end up with loads of half-finished songs and bits and bobs that you can't even play right in the first place. There's no structure, there's no ending, there's no real understanding there. Finish the songs. You will be a better player. It changes everything. Look, if you recognised or can relate to anything in this video, that's a good thing. That means you know what to work on now. And trust me when I say this, every guitarist goes through these stages. It's just part of the process. There's nothing wrong with it. The difference is whether you stay stuck there or you move past it. If you enjoyed this video, I've been GeetarSean. I make guitar content, unboxing, memorabilia, all that type of stuff. So if you're into that, make sure you subscribe. And if you want to support the channel, check out the description because there's a Patreon in there as well. So see you in the next one. And remember, rock on.